Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of my team. Andrew plays, and we are back for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which is going to be coming up shortly. We have got a little bit to go through at the moment, first of all. So currently in progress, we've got a minor aero and chassis upgrade coming in with rear downforce and weight redistribution. We have another look at what else we can throw into there as well. Perhaps we go for something with a bit of drag reduction. Or, no we can't, so we could go for the front downforce. Department capacity has been reached, so instead we'll have a look at the power train, and we've only got the one option there, so we'll get the status. They should be here ready for France, so won't be here in time for the Canadian Grand Prix. And we can also get the improved energy store cells, which will help us a bit as well on the chassis. That's quite a big upgrade for a minor part, but it should be in time for the Canadian Grand Prix, and that'll help us out with our weight reduction. And then at some point soon we'll have a look at the durability parts as well. We have also got 1 million to spend. Can we afford any of the upgrades here? We can't for 1 million. So we'll leave it there, and we have added a new upgrade. For them, we need to out-qualify our rifle for a goal bonus. It's also the highest weekly bonus. Our rival at the moment is George Russell, so I think we should be able to out-qualify him. And let's advance through, see what
we're in a position now
here.
where we're able to attract a new sponsor to the team. Head on over to the corporate tab and select the sponsor screen to choose who we should approach.
We've already done that, so we're going to go.
We need your input on how to address an issue concerning our driver.
So they want Max to do a piece focusing on an F1 driver's training regime. It would increase his acclaim, but lower his experience. Decline does nothing. I think we'll go for it.
Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.
And then we'll carry on. Let's see if... So the rear wing has come in. And does the chassis upgrade? It does.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
So with 2 upgrades, we should get right on the back of the Alfa Romeos, I would imagine. Let's head into the race weekend. Of course, nowadays we don't get to choose our own tyre compounds. That's what we've got, and we don't have a choice in it. But we'll head into the race weekend. Obviously, last time out in Monaco, we did well until I made a big error. So I'm going to be very careful and not make a mistake like that again. How does that see us progress here? We take a jump up, but Haas are right there with us, and Alfa Romeo kind of move away from us as well. So we're still probably going to be in that backpack, but hopefully we'll be okay. And I think in general we should be able to compete with the Alfa Romeos. Alpine are probably a little bit too far away, but if we can get the setup right, we should be okay. Obviously, Spain we did quite well in, finishing 50th, especially given the rain. We're expecting the sun here, and let's head into practice.
A warm welcome to all of you watching at home to today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama. A fourth row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as a pole position would. And remember, in 2017 and 2018, both Lance Stroll and then Sergio Perez took surprise podiums here. The Baku City Circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and is made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town, and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge, where the smallest of mistakes could lead to catastrophic consequences for all of our drivers. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. And it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Stroll and Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Kimi Raikkonen and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Russell, Nicholas Latifi and Sebastian Vettel, Tictum, Ace, Tsunoda, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So you may have noticed we've got no qualifying or practice. The end of the Monaco Grand Prix ended up being what the start of this Grand Prix was, the practice and qualifying of this Grand Prix was like. Very, like a frame every 10 seconds, which I'm not going to put you through that again. So we're just going to be straight to the race. You can see we've qualified in 20th. I do manage to fix this frame rate problem, and we actually end up going for the soft, medium strategy here as the lights go out for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We accelerate down towards 1. It's not a great start, but we go for a dive bomb. We nearly go straight to the back of Vettel, but we managed to get past him, and there's something going on behind us. We've been warned for a collision with Vettel. We've gone down the inside of Schumacher. Latifi's out of the session, and there's a safety car, which is due to the Latifi incident at the start. I don't think we were too involved in that, to be honest. I think it was largely happening behind us. So we come away with it. We come away absolutely fine and head off towards our race where we're battling Ocon going down into turn 16. And we managed to squeeze him out and take 13th place. That's 7 laps gained in lap 1 of the race. It's been a fantastic start, and yes, we're on the stuff, so we probably have got that bit of advantage over people like Ocon and Schumacher who started on mediums and hards respectively, but nevertheless it's still a good start for us. And then into turn 1 we do defend from Ocon very well and head up towards turn 3. Just a quick note here to say as well, this is recording this on the day of release, recording the voiceover I should say, recorded the video quite a while ago, before the experiment video absolutely exploded, and I've gone up to 155 subscribers as of recording, which is absolutely insane. 99 in the last 28 days. I kind of can't believe it. So if you are new here, thank you very much for finding the channel. Please do let me know if you want to see more of my team. If you want to see more experience, let me know what you're thinking you'd like to see, and I'll certainly look to cater to what the audience wants. You can see there Pierre Gasly out of the session. Seems he's gone into the pit wall, which is, I can't help but wonder how he's managed to do that there. Unless it's while he's overtaking and collided with someone. But nevertheless, we're going to push on through lap 4. And as I was saying, support has been absolutely amazing. We're back with, daily videos again soon. I'm still debating about the Saturday and Sunday. They might be if I've got things there. But from the 23rd of August, we're back properly. At the minute, I'm just fitting it in where I can. As we continue round lap 4, we head into the castle section. A section which I do have history with on previous games. But today, we've been okay so far. This is now lap 4, and you can see Schumacher and Russell trying to get down either side of us. We go 3 wide into turn 1, and we get contact from Russell, which takes a bit of damage to our wing, but we're going to carry on into turn 2, and again we're getting a bit sandwiched here, and Russell goes wide, which causes us damage and causes something crazy to go on behind us. It's resulted in a safety car, and I think that was Russell's fault, because he didn't seem to have the racing line and just went wide into ourselves and Schumacher. It forces all 3 of us to pit. We've got to change wing. Can we get out ahead of Schumacher and Russell? We can. I'm guessing they probably had to change for wings as well. It does drop us behind Mazepin. And now as the race restarts, we're going to go aggressive into turn 1. Mazepin's defending to the inside. We go up the outside of Vettel. And can we pull it off? We do seem to be past Vettel. And then we go up the inside of Mazepin as well. And it's a little bit of a sandwich situation again there. Mazepin and Schumacher actually end up both passes. We're checking for any damage. Russell's trying to get up the outside of us as well.
That was far too aggressive. Clean passes
And
only.
we
don't want to
go
penalty.
into a dive into turn 3. We're really close to Mazepin. We do manage to get past him. And then now we are able to start working on trying to get back past Schumacher. Also at this point, I'd done a mid-session save because it was very late at night when I was recording up until the safety car. And in the meantime, me and Ashman, if you don't subscribe to him, you should definitely go and check him out. We're going to be doing some co-op career mode soon together. We did a race, and as a joke, he told me he's still getting used to the wheel I gave to him, so he told me I should do manual gears as a challenge. And you may notice I've stuck with the manual gears. I quite enjoy it. As we go on a dive bomb into turn 7 to get past Schumacher. And now we are right behind Sainz and Perez. I can't quite tell who that is ahead of them. I think it might have been an Alpine. But we are now up into 14th. But then on lap 10, you can see here we're defending from Russell and Tictum. And we outbrake Russell and force him wide a little bit more than we probably should. But again, it's something that probably wasn't the cleanest, probably can't do in real life. But this isn't real life, and we've got away with it. And we start to pull away from Tictum and Russell. Tictum managed to get past Russell, which means they're probably now battling. A few laps later, we've got Kimi Raikkonen going past us. He's not long pitted. We're going to go round the outside to get back ahead of him. But we've seen previously how much we struggle to battle the Alfa Romeos, particularly Kimi Raikkonen. But we do manage to pull away from him a little bit down turn 3, so he's not able to actually have another go back at us. However, that's not to say that he won't throughout the lap, particularly down the straight, where we know the Alfa Romeo is strongest down that straight as well. But we go through turns 5 and 6. 5 in particular has caused me problems in practice and qualifying, including a costly spin in qualifying when we'd had a very good first sector. And you can see there, traversing the castle section, it's going quite well. But that could be a problem. We've got an issue with the car. And we know that costs us very dearly back in Bahrain. And as we come through section 16, and it is an engine issue, we find out as we come out of turn 16, not sector 16. But now it's our in-lap. We go round the outside of Raikkonen to defend from him, and we are able to pull away a little bit into turn 2. And that first set of corners does seem to do as well, because we always seem to manage to not really be challenged going into turn 3. We come in for our final pit stop now, which I think it's gone quite well so far. The fact that we managed to get one pit stop under the safety car, fantastic work from the team. A 2-second pit stop, and brings us out just behind Nikita Mazepin. Russell is behind us though. We've got DRS on Mazepin. It's probably not going to be down this straight that we're able to make use of it, and it isn't. However, coming out of that little turn 19 and 20 section, we're somehow able to get DRS on Mazepin, and we're going really aggressive overtake on. A big dive bomb from deep, and it's enough to get us past Mazepin. And now what we would be hoping for is Mazepin to be able to hold up Russell while we pull away from him. Will that be the case? But now coming down towards the main straight, we defend aggressively on Mazepin, which is enough to see us stay in front. And in doing so, we can see Ticktum is the man ahead of us in 13th, but he's still got a pit stop to make. Raikkonen is going to be going to the end of the race. And there's Dan going in for his pit stop. We're defending from Russell here, and it is going to be a struggle. We've got Schumacher going up the outside. We're 3 wide into turn 1, and we come out ahead of the 2 of them. And now maybe they can battle, which will give us a bit of an advantage going down towards turn 3. They are going to be battling, which means we are able to build a gap, but it's not over. Schumacher's going down the outside of us this time. We go for the switchback. Can we get back past him? We can. With the late braking, we managed to pull it off. And that was probably one of the cleanest defends we've done all race, as we head away towards turn 3. And there's only 5 laps to go now as we break into turn 3. We know we've got Schumacher and Russell behind us, both of them desperate for this 13th place. It's likely going to be difficult for us to hold on to this, and Schumacher there is trying to get down the outside. We've got overtake on. Can we stay ahead? At the moment it doesn't look like it, and we brake late again. There's contact with Russell behind us. Everyone else seems to be okay from it, but can we go aggressive and get back past Schumacher? Ticktum has managed to follow us through as well. and we're closing down on Schumacher, but going into turn 3, similar to what we've been doing, there's just not quite enough for us to manage to get into striking range. And now this is us coming down into turn 3. A lap later, we're now defending from Stroll, who had pitted. Russell and Ticktum pitted, I think, from contact in that last section. And then this is lap 24. We're defending from Stroll into turn 1. And it's a bit aggressive as we force him wide. And then break into turn 2. This one we seem to have quite a bit of a gap from. But it is an Aston Martin, which means they're going to have the pace to attack us. Unlike a lot of other cars, we've got enough about us just to hold him off long enough. But one lap later, we are going to be meeting him in the corner. And it looked like, did Stroll catch the corner a little bit there? I'm not sure he left himself enough room. We come into turn 5 and 6. We've got damage on our wing. But I get the feeling Stroll may also have damage on his wing. We struggle to slow down into the castle section. But now this is, as we come down the main straight on lap 25, Stroll's going to try and get up the outside, and he's going past us here with complete ease, and he's gone into the pits. With one lap to go, he's pitted, which is very surprising. We've now got Mazepin as the man behind us, 5 seconds, but our tyres are looking absolutely done, from particularly the rear tyres, from this battle we've had with Schumacher and Stroll. Schumacher, you can see, has pulled away from us massively since he got past. And it's largely because we've been battling Stroll. We're struggling to slow down there. We've now got damage to the wing as well, which means Mazepin has an even better chance to have a go at us. I think you can see here again, into turn 5, we're struggling with the lack of downforce. But then we break into turn 7, and again, it's not overly clean, but it's enough. And now this is us coming through the final sector. We actually have to come off the accelerator a little bit because of the lack of downforce. And it was a little bit aggressive to defend from Mazepin, and again a little bit aggressive to defend from Mazepin. You can see Daniel Ricciardo for McLaren has picked up the win, and we are going to hold on for 14th place. It's been a very hard weekend at Azerbaijan. I will admit I struggled with the track, but we've just about managed to pull it off. 14th place, our best finish so far. And hopefully we can keep that momentum up as we head into the next Grand Prix, which will be Canada. It's historically one of my favourite tracks, which gives me a bit of hope. Obviously the car isn't all there, but if I can, get a couple of upgrades in, I think we will be in a position where we can really battle with the Alfa Romeos, and hopefully that will be the case. But that's all for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think will happen in Canada. As I say, one of my favourite tracks on the calendar. I would like to think I can do well there. Let me know if you think there's anything I should be doing differently in these videos. And of course, we'll be back. This be a bit of a gap to the next episode because I've...
Let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Yuki Tsunoda gets my vote today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table.
Not able to guarantee that. Subscribe if you are enjoying the content of the channel. Again, thank you so much for 150 subscribers. It's absolutely ridiculous. And enjoy the rest of your days. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching.